Good morning. Welcome to 920 edition of Morning Mindset. I'm your host, Todd. How are you doing today? StreamYard changed up some stuff, so buttons aren't in the same place, and we're figuring that out. Apparently, I've got some stuff I can do now where I can make like rounded videos or something. I got to see what all this new fangled stuff is here that we're able to do. But welcome, Morning Mindset. If it's your first time here or long time here, this is what I need to know from you: who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather's like in your area. Yeah, that's what we need. It's gorgeous out. It is homecoming day. There it is. Alumni, class of 95. We're celebrating it's 30 years ago, we started our senior year. That makes me feel super old, but it is homecoming day. So that's what we're going to talk about today. What that means, how that works out, and all the fun things that comes with that. And I want to talk about your homecoming experience. So tell me, do you go to the homecoming games every year? Do you go to the parade? Do you do that? Are you involved in it? Let me know. That's what we're going to talk about today. The other thing, the most important thing, 5 things. What are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? So for us, I've got glitter HTV transfers that need to get cut and shipped out. We've got DTF that needs to get printed and shipped out. I think we've got time in there to do a temporary tattoo job. So we'll at least get the first part of it done there. We've got shirts that need to be pressed. And then I got an assignment from my mentorship community call yesterday, and I've got to write copy. I already did that and submitted it. So we'll see how that works. And if that works, then the next thing is to start recording some ads for it. So pretty excited to see how that all changes out, because we want to rock and roll with it. Now I'm going to see what we're going to check in. But before we check in, I want to see what some of these things do, if I'm able to do it here, because it said rounded and I don't know what that meant. Rounded corners. Oh, look at me. Oh, look at me. I'm a circle. Rounded corners. Look at that. All right. New stuff. New fun stuff. So let's check in. Barb, a good morning to you. North Central Minnesota, 61 and sunny. Water in the bottle. 5 things. Customer pickups, vacuum, mop shop floors, organize batting, and that's not this batting. Batting cabinet, inventory, organization, update spreadsheets. Love it. And hi, Jerry from Barb, because Jerry popped in there. Morning from Ohio. In Jeff, good morning, Barb, Jerry, and the rest of the crew. Jerry, gorgeous here. Prepping for airport, going to Papano, right? Where's Papano at? No longer go to homecoming as all my kids are grown. And so for us, we've went back and forth because we had the older kids, and that's when we would go to the games. And with the younger kids, we have not taken the younger kids to a game yet. It'll probably start next year. But we still do parade. We're still involved in the schools. We got stuff to the schools today for them to use for homecoming. We've got different participants in the parade that we did stuff for, and it's fun to see that. We've got a friend who lives like a block off the parade route, so we're able just to park there and go over, and it'll be a fun experience. It looks like great weather. That's always the kicker. We've had years where it's gorgeous out, like today. It's going to be mid 80s. It's going to be hot. It's going to be, a great day for a parade. There's been years where it's cold and rainy, and just not worth it. So very nice. Very nice. Hi, Jeff from Barb. Hi, Barb, Jeff, and Todd from Jerry. Jeff's got 70 and going up to 90 today. Ridiculous, right? For September 20th. Empty cup because I already drank it. I have my Galaxy Vibe Sparkling Strawberry Watermelon Edition Celsius. This is phenomenal. So I would try that. Laser ornaments, pack orders, 3D print tester, mail run, work on new website. Ooh, what you got going on with the new website, Jeff? Do tell. Darren, good morning to you, my friend. Hi, Darren from Jerry. Hi, Darren from Barb. By Fort Lauderdale. Okay, I'm down with that. Fort Lauderdale. Okay, that makes sense. And Jeff said, we're just getting started. 9th and 10th graders here. 10th grader asked a girl to go to tonight after game with a sign. Shall be interesting. Ooh, go to prom, go to homecoming. Going to homecoming. When's your homecoming game? Like, for us, like, it feels like this is super early. Like, for some reason, I was thinking homecoming wasn't till October, so it really snuck up on us this year. But we've got some stuff. We were able to get some organization taken care of, and that's when I realized, it was homecoming. It's already homecoming time. Tim, good morning to you. Gonna be a crazy day. 67 going up to 87. Pink Monster. I think I'm gonna go grab it. I think Pink Monster. I think I'm gonna go grab a drink. I thought you meant drink, like you're gonna go grab a drink. What do you got going on today, there, Tim? On hi, Tim. Moving all of my ornaments to Decal Ranch Santa site. Ooh, fancy with the hubs, Jerry. What are you doing? Going on vacation with the hubs? Homeco's in a few weeks. And we seem, and you guys started earlier than us, right? Like we started, I think we've only been in school for the week before, so maybe like 3 weeks. Doesn't seem like we've been in school, maybe a month. For whatever reason, I remember it being like the first week of October when I was in school. And then back in my day, that's what we had. But homecoming's a good time for us because I don't know how it works in your area, but here we get a lot of people that actually come back for it. So they'll do alumni stuff that started last night. It'll roll through Sunday. So a lot of like people that I went to school with, they've come back for the game. They've got family in the area. It's become like a like a homecoming of sorts. They come home for this. They visit their parents. Bring the grandkids, and it's a good time. So we'll meet up with some friends. We'll enjoy it, and it looks like it's going to be a gorgeous weekend for it. But with that, today we are half day, because we were going to be done. That's why I'm looking at this. What all can I get done? I know the glitter needs to get done and go out today, and DTF needs to get done and go out today. We need the press shirts because they actually, football wants them for tonight, because we're doing some sample things for them. And so they said, hey, can we order these and have them for tonight's game? And we said, absolutely. So we've got that job to do, and the copy I've already taken care of. Temporary tattoos might be the one that doesn't fully get done because we will be running a half day. Because we've got the parade. The parade's at like 1, 2. I don't know. That's a Corey thing. I'll have to ask her. I think it's 2. But kids get out of school about a half hour, 45 minutes before that. So let's go pick up the kids in there, then go there. And it's just a lot of fun running around. Now, and I'm hoping that we get some fun stuff. Usually, Whitey's will throw out some ice cream. And today would be a great day to eat ice cream on the parade route. Let's see, mid-August. So yeah, you started before us and your homecoming's after us. That's crazy. Chandra, good morning from New Hampshire. 60 degrees and cloudy. Won't get any warmer today. Print business cards, print magnetic business cards for a customer order. Figure out how to put the same design. Oh, what is there more? Is there more? I need more. Same design. What? Laptop pack for working on vacay. Jerry, that's how we roll, right? Oh, there we go. On a couple yard signs, mock up custom tumbler, and start designing graphic for an apparel order. Chandra's got a rocking day today. Tim, have to make all those names on bag tags. I forgot to save them when restarting the computer. Whoops! But got that need to embroider things if I can pull items. Tim job at 12 and lots more. So Tim, what did you design those in? Did you get lucky and design them in Corel so you can shut it down and then it brings it up as a backup and then you can find it? That's what I do. There's times that I don't save things. And so now what did we learn, Tim? As soon as we start a file, we save it. And I'm not saying that because like, hey, Tim, this is what you should do, because I need to tell myself to do that. There's been so many times that I open up a file and then I get working on it and I forget to name it, and then it becomes untitled, and it's a pain in the rear to find if something crashes. So I've been getting better about it. As soon as I start a project, let's just name it, put it in here, and then I have something to go back on, because it's not fun searching for things. It's not fun having to redo it. I've even gotten, I just ran through this yesterday. There's times when we know it's a singular order. Okay, this is what we're going to do, and we're going to be done with it. I've been even saving those, because if there needs to be a reprint with it, we had one where the team ordered jerseys, and we did a contour with it. We did some stuff, with the number to make it unique over past years. So we did those, and then they got on. They're like, we messed up. We gave you a wrong number for somebody, and so they had to order an extra jersey. And if I wouldn't have saved that, then I wouldn't have been able to make sure that the numbers matched. And so, thankfully, that's what we did. Made sure that the number, saving that to make sure it matches, because, man, that sucks when you got to try and figure it out. I just did something here this morning where somebody said, hey, we need the same as last year. And I did it. And Corey's like, are these right? And I'm like, I think so. Better verifying that. Come to find out, yeah, what we were asking was right. And then the more they looked at the backs were not right. So yeah, it's a great thing. It's a great thing to try and figure out and make it all work. And now they're asking questions. Yes, please. It should work. So we're going through that. We're going through the motions of it. Yesterday I had my mentorship call and went through copy, went through, I did that on Wednesday because Monday was my homework for it to have it by Thursday. Wednesday during our working on the business call, I worked on it some there. And then yesterday turned it in, it was refined, and it was like, hey, work on this part of it. Let's get it shorter. Let's tighten it up. So got that all done, submitted. So I think, we could be running ads as soon as today, really tomorrow. I think I got to film some things for it. So I've still got some work to do on it, but we're getting towards our goals. We want to, continue to grow and continue to build. We want to focus on, anybody that's within the 1-day ship area from us, because then it makes sense. Order today by 9, have your stuff tomorrow. Works pretty good, right? So that's what we're focusing on. Did in Krill, but I can't find it in recent. It depends where you have your save folder at. But if you do the Control-Alt-Delete and shut down Krill, when it opens up, does it say, found a lost file or whatever? You can just keep hitting on those until it pops up, and it does too. I've went like 37 deep on time sometime. That only works if we name the files, Jerry. If we don't name the files, they stay untitled. But yes, I think my auto save is 5 minutes. 5 minutes is what my auto save is on Krill. But I have to remember to name the damn file. Only 47 names to redo, but template was wrong, so size might be off. So I'll just redo it. So see, it was off. Now you're going to be able to fix it. And your program have variable text option, Tim? I don't know. What's that? If you have names already in the list, might be able to import them. I think even if it's depending what you're doing with them, are you embroidering those, Tim? Are you HTVing those? What are you doing with those? What are you doing with the names? Because that Jeff makes a good point with it. What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you. Been a while since we've seen you. How are you doing? I think I just told it not to save when closing it down. And really, I always save. I always save. If you did that, then yep, you're not. Jeff says back to the auto. Back the autosave is a file usually saved in my docs. I have been saved by that before. Yeah, go into your in the settings. I'll find that. Let me put that on my list, Tim, and where you can go and find those at where are Corel files? Where Corel backups are stored. Backups are stored. Backups are stored. I'll go find that information for you. Which on this one, Jeff, if he didn't save it though, if he just closed it without saving, yeah, he's SOL on that one. Sublimation bag tags. Oh, so just for sublimation. God, why could you even said what it was and it wasn't there? I'm not sure how you have your stuff set up, but yeah, if it's you got this. I know it. And Barb says hi, Tim and Chuck. So chair kind of moved on me. Shander said that she delivered the soccer shirts yesterday, that y'all helped me navigate the design issues. Woohoo! 7 and 8-year-old girls were so excited, and I was able to get a team pack. Way to go, Chandra. Love that. I love when we can work together, which that's what she's talking about is in our mentorship community, patreon.com/fatdadmc. It's only $20 a month, and it's like having a whole bunch of business friends right in your back pocket. We have 3 calls most weeks, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right after this at 9:30 a.m. And then on Wednesdays, we have Work on Your Business Wednesday, which we have a Zoom room open for 4 hours. So you can just go in there, work on your business. It's like now I have extra people in my shop that I can run things by. So it works out very, very nice. Stuff that's coming up. We know, I don't know if you know it or not, but this weekend is JP, what is it? JP, what are they calling it? JP Deal Days? I think that's what they're calling it, the JP Deal Days. I will put the link down here in the comments. JP Plus is running a bunch of deals. Now, some of the stuff, be mindful, is on closeout. So that means that when you want to, I try to stay away from the closeout stuff because if somebody likes it and I want to order it, then I can't get it anymore. But it does work on, it does work for, you're doing gifts, you're doing, giveaways, things like that. But I will put the link down here, and then don't forget our code might even work on that too. So the code might even work on that. I'll put the code down here is where 165T2S. I will put that in the comments. 165T2S. 165T2S. There it is. So that's down there in the comments. And there it is. and Sydney says, JP Deal Days, and I just paid off my credit card. This is a sign. There you go. Hey, use the link, check out the code, and rock from there. Sarah is managing. I talked to Sarah for a little bit last night because we were going over some orders of things. And she's doing her 16, 18-hour days. When we know this is the busy season for her. For about those 6-8 weeks, and not saying it dies out after that, but these is the time of year where each year gets better and better. And that's what I explained to her last night. I said, hey, remember last year, this was the problem. And now is that a problem this year? Well, no. And I said, so now we're finding new problems and we're addressing those and how to correct those. And she goes, yeah. I said, so each year it's getting better and better and better. Right. She's like, yeah. And, sometimes you just need that person to vent to. And, you know me, I'm that person. You guys can vent to me, call me up. What are you having an issue with? And we'll do our best to walk you through it. But she's still there. She's hanging there. She's pushing through everything. She's a trooper. That Sarah is a trooper for sure. And Jeff said, with 3ds Max, the autosave saves the entire thing and just overwrites the old file. I told it to save 5 versions every 15. Ooh, there you go. What's that 3ds Max? Now I have to learn more about that. See, this is what I love about you guys. We ask one question, we get a bunch of answers on this and then other things to look up. So 3ds Max. Oh, got that on the list of things to check out. And she understood the first time I've been a sponsor of anything. So fulfilling to actually drop off the order and see child and parent reaction to my hard work, emotional roller coaster, and help from my mentorship. There is a certain sense of pride, I think is the right word that I want to use for that. But there's jobs that we didn't make anything off of. And we donated all, sponsored it all, and it's a passion project. Things that we love to do, things that we love to be a part of. How can we help out in those instances? A lot of it is when it comes down to the dogs and the cats and the pets. What can we do to help them out? How can we better them? And it's nothing to us. What do you need from us? How can we help you out? And when you get to see that on it, you get to see those reactions on them. That's what we get paid. There's somebody once asked me, how do I determine if a sponsorship is good for me? And I said, I can't answer that for you, because when you sponsor a baseball team, do you really think you're ever going to get anything from it? When you put a banner out on, the outfield wall, or you're in the program or in this, do you really feel like you're going to get anything from it? No, I never go into it looking that way. When we sponsor things, it's things that we love to do. It's things that we love to be a part of. It's places we love to go. It's that, that's what we're doing. We're doing it for them. We're not going into it with an expectation of, we better have X amount of sales come from this. Now, there are instances where we might do that when it's a partnership, but when it comes to sponsoring things, we're doing it because, we love it. We got asked about doing some shirts, and it was 50 shirts, and here's the price point, and here's what we're willing to sponsor for it, and, deduct that from the shirts. And then now the order tripled. Well, for our cost, does that triple as well? And we're like, hey, listen, we love the program, we love what you do. We're going to keep our thing. So even though yes, our sponsorship is now going to triple towards that to help keep that price in line with it. So we do things like that for people that we work with. We do that for companies that we work with. We're always trying to build better what we're doing, and the only way to do that is with their help. Like, hey, what are you seeing that you want to do more of? What kind of issues are you having? How can we make that better for you? And it's always cool to be able to give back. Hey, here you go. Here's a little store for you. Make a little change in your pocket. We've over the years, thousands upon thousands of dollars have been given back to the community, and we love it. And that's part of it. Those passion projects for that. I don't go into it thinking that we're going to get anything back from it. The stuff that we did for homecoming today, you ever think we'll see anything back from those? No, but we love our community. We love our school. We love those orgs that reach out to us. So how can we help you and get that taken care of? And that's what we did. So it's a good fun time. It's a good fun time. Well, that doesn't help me, modeling software, so I can cross it off my list. Thanks, Jeff. I don't need that any longer. Autosave just needs to be set up. You thought I was about to sing. I will not sing loudly. I will not sing loudly. I did get some good rest last night, so that's throwing me off. It was hot tub at like, I don't know, 11 o'clock or so, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I don't know. And I almost fell asleep out there. It was great. Super relaxed. Alarm went off this morning. I was like, I'm going to go, so I think I slept like 5 solid hours. It was amazing. I probably could have slept more, but I knew we had stuff to do. So I'm like, okay, I want the same routine I did last night, tonight, because I don't have to get up tomorrow morning. If I could get like 6 or 7 or 8 hours of sleep, holy crapaloni. So I'm talk Corey into that and be like, listen, hot tub, relax, chill out, nothing, ice cream, go to bed. The dog that pets the silver spoons. I don't know what that means, Tim. I don't know what that means in there. What are you talking about? What else? There was something else that I saw going on. I don't remember now. I had in my note. I thought I had in my notes, and I went back through 2 pages of notes, and I don't see it in here because it was something that I was going to ask from you guys on things. Oh, yeah. There it is. I found it. I just had to go one more page. I'm going to post this in the group, and we wanted to start up a discussion, and I'll post on my personal too. At what point does a small business become a big business? We see a lot of, hey, I want to buy from, a small business. I want to do that, which, is great. But when that small business grows, are you no longer going to buy from them because they're no longer a small business? So, it was brought up in the question, and I was like, you know what? That's a great topic to have, because I don't know. Like, every small business started somewhere, and we've got friends, that have, anywhere from they make a couple $100 a year doing what they're doing to, people that are doing tens of millions of dollars a year. And to me, they're still a small business. They've got employees, they're doing it, they're still doing it. But what is that tipping point? Because isn't the small business defined? What is the definition? What is the U.S. definition of a small business? What defines a small business in the USA? Let's check and see. So here, generally, frequently asked questions about small business. So the crazy thing is small business, when you think about things like this, like I think a lot of people think, oh, they're not doing $1 million in sales. They're not doing, $500,000 in sales. They're not doing $100,000 in sales. So we've got that number in your head of what makes a small business a small business. And I think I can increase the size of this so I can see. So what is this? And this was from the U.S. Small Business Administration Office of Advocacy. What is a small business? It generally defines a small business as an independent business having fewer than 500 employees. So there you go, 500 employees, less than 500 employees. What is the role for small businesses? Small business comprise 99.9% of all firms, 99.7% of firms with paid employees, 97.3% of exporters, 46.4% private sector employees, 43.5% of the gross domestic product, 39.4% private sector payroll, 35.6% of private sector receipts, and 32.6% of known export value. Is from 95 to 21. Small business created 17.3 million net new jobs, while large businesses created 10.3. So there, small businesses accounted for 62.7 of the net new job creation. See if there's a thing that gives like a value on it. And what does that mean? If it says, here's dollars and cents, and there's an actual part of that. Because this thing is a good demographic of what things are. But legally, it looks like that 500 employees or less. So 500 employees, if you have less than 500 employees, you're a small business. What do you think about that? My agent said he would cast Todd. We could add singing to special kills on a headshot. Listen, you tell me what I need to do, Cindy. I'll give it a go. What do I got to lose? What do I got to lose, right? What do I got to do? Those give back in the future. Yeah. And that's, when it comes to sponsorships and things like that, that's what it goes back to. We might get something in the future from it, but we never go into it thinking that this is what we want out of it, because I don't want to be disappointed. I don't want to have a bad taste in my mouth from, what's the last one that we did? No, we're not going to use that one, because that one did leave a bad taste in my mouth because the organization was a crap one. But when we've done stuff for Rescued, when we've done stuff for QC Pause, when we've done stuff for King's Harvest, when we've done stuff for Kelowna Cat Recovery, we do all those things because we love the animals and we love being able to support it. We didn't go into it thinking, all right, they're going to order, $1,000 in the next order. They're going to order this. They're going to order that. Nope. And if something comes from it later on, hey, remember you helped us out on this. Are you able to do it? Absolutely. And so that's what we do. Sales and number of employees. There we go. Sales and number of employees. There we go. And Tim says, I'll sing it today in the call. Not really sing, but I'll tell you what I sing in and we'll get it. Okay, we're both old. Listen, I remember Silver Spoons. Sort of, man. We're talking, that's 40 years ago, right? When the Silver Spoons, 86, 88. You're going to make me Google that to find out when Silver Spoons was, because that was right around Punky Brewster time, right? Is that right? I think so. Didn't it come on right after it? Right around there? Or what was the other one? What was the one with Kirk Cameron? And what was that one? Family Ties? Is that Family Ties? Silver Spoons, 82 to 87, for those that want to know. And now I want to know what was else in that lineup around there. Because what was that, NBC? NBC, right? NBC, September 82 through 86. Ricky Schroeder, yeah. Now it's starting to come back from it. Well, but I don't remember what else was around there. I'm pretty sure Punky Brewster was in there. Probably Family Ties. Oh, it's a long time ago. A long time ago. 82 to 86. It's a song. Facts of Life. Facts of Life was a little sooner, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Jerry? Facts of Life. Let's Google Facts of Life. Facts of Life, and we'll see Facts of Life sitcom. Facts of Life sitcom was 79. Come on, Jerry. 79 was Facts of Life. I was 2. How am I going to remember that? But 79 to 88. So, sort of. What else was in that time thing? So, yeah, we'll let that one slide. I went to 88. We'll go there with it. Oh, yes, Cats in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon. We had in the 90s, who was that? Oh, who was that in the 90s that redid it? That made me, I cannot think of that. Now I gotta look that up. Cats in the Cradle. Cats in the Cradle. Ugly Kid Joe, right? Is that right? Cats in the Cradle. I think that's it. Ugly Kid Joe would be about that same timeline, right? Yeah. Now I remember what you're singing. Now I'm picking up. Growing Pains. See? Growing Pains, Family Ties, all that. Now I remember. Get it. Punky Brewster. See? Right there. Shander says, I had a parent approach me at the end about doing a shirt print order for his farm. So there's that. Yeah. And that's the thing, is you go into it with nothing. If stuff comes from it, it's awesome when it comes from it. Next thing you know, Jerry's going to say Matlock and Hee Haw. Well, like right now, we can say, today marks the 25th anniversary of Law and Order SVU. Just think about that. Like 25 years. Like Ice-T's been on TV for 25 years. Like, you retire, man. That's like a job. But I was like, no, it hasn't been that long. Yeah, it's been that long. 25 years for SVU. Got that. Blame me, Jeff. A-Team. Yeah. Give me some A-Team with some Knight Rider, and who else was right around that? Because the 80s, man. Let's just agree that I'd probably say, would I be wrong in assuming that 75% of the things made and done in the 80s you could not do today without somebody trying to cancel you? Movies, TV shows, music. I would venture to say 75% of it you could not do today. But the 80s were a great time to live and grow up. Then the 90s were magical with the music. And then it just kind of went to crap after that. MASH was older, though. Come on. Dukes was there. I'm down with the Dukes. We got that for it. Matlock's coming back. If we didn't know, I did not know. MacGyver, yeah, we got some MacGyver in there. There's MacGyver, and what we had a Hawaii 5.0, and we had Magnum PI. What the hell else was there in the mid '80s? Man, good times. We can reminisce about this all the time. This is what we do at homecoming, right? Reminisce about the times that was and things that have happened over the years and how it's changed. And that's what this weekend's going to be about with our friends. I'm sure, the fun thing is that, Corey and I dated briefly in high school, and then, high school love goes away. And then, we found each other through a reunion, years later, and reconnected as friends. And life went about its ways, and I was going through a divorce, and she was going through a divorce, and we're just there for each other, and here we are. What are we, 12 years later, 15 years later? I don't know, so many years later. It would probably be about that time. So things just happen. So if people are like, did you guys been together since high school? No, we're on separate things. We got together, so it's good to hear that. And we've got friends that we went to high school with, apparently, that we have been friends with this entire time. So you're able to, we've grown up together, we've done stuff together, but then there's other ones where I'm like, God, do you remember this guy? Who do you this? And talking as it gets older, you remember more things of the things that you did, the people that you had fun with. My core group of friends, one of them was, my best friend. And I mean, we can go months without talking and pick up the phone and just BS like there's no tomorrow. Some of the other ones, we're acquaintances of friends. So we see each other and we talk and we do that. Now some have kids the same age as ours. So we're in that. And then other ones, we'll see at the reunion. That'll be it. A lot of my core friends didn't go to my school. They went to other schools. So that's how, we met through work. 90s, man, Venture was where it's at. Had a ball there. And so those lifelong friends, weddings, everything with that. And now we've got a friend. So it's good times there. Good times. I know basically only go back to my old high school because my kids have sporting events there. We just went to our old high school. We do. I will say that, Cindy, we do look good. We just had to. So Hattie started playing the viola, so we had to go to the high school, and like when I went to school, nobody will get this, but Cindy will understand this. So our school was basically a one-way around it. It sat here, and you came down this way, and you went around it, and you came back out this way, and that's just how it was. There's a street that and it was a T at the other side, and so you came in and you go that route. And I don't know when the hell they decided to make part of this 2 ways around it. I still can't bring myself to do it because it freaks me out because you shouldn't be going that way. And now it's 2 lanes. Totally throws me off. But, in the 30 years since I've been there, they have added the new theater, the new auditorium. And that's amazing over there with it to see how that was grown. And then they added a new gymnasium to it, which is just mind-boggling. They have that, and I think next up is the pool, I'm hearing, possibly. So it's crazy to see how much it's grown and how much it's done. The biggest thing, I don't know about you, Cindy, when the last time you went there, but when I walked in the door and the M wasn't, roped off, I was like, wait a minute, what? And because of fire safety hazards, they can't do that because it's an obstruction. What? So I was very concerned about that. Like, why, when we walked in our front doors, they had an M that was in the floor and it was roped off. Don't step on the M. You don't do that. And now it's just part of the floor. Really disheartening with that. Really, really disheartening with that. So, look at that. Jerry says her friendships are gone, or her high school is gone. Friendships are not. That's a good way to look at it, Jerry. My elementary school is gone, but friendships, yeah, there's still some friendships from there. All right, I got to get to work on this stuff because we've got the next call starting at 9:30, so that's just in 24 minutes. If you should want to be a part of that, you can go right here, sign up for it, $20 a month, and we'll get you over that. Otherwise, we'll be back Monday. We'll talk about all the fun from this weekend and what next week will bring, and we will be able to rock and roll through that. So until next time, you guys have an amazing day. I'm trying to find the buttons of where new stuff is and where it is. There it is. You guys have an amazing day. Peace, love, press on. We will see you next time.